to Pilates. Today I'm so glad you could join me. My name is Vera. I'm a health and wellness instructor from Stonebridge Community Services. And today we're going to have a nice gentle seated Pilates program for you. All we're using today is a ball or a cushion if you don't have a ball. And I have a dowel as well. Broom handle will do for that. The dowel is mostly here just to check our posture out. I'm going to use it for balance, but if you have a nice sturdy chair, that will do, or a countertop. So when we sit in our chair, we want to make sure that our bottom, our shoulder, and the back of our heads touching that dowel. So we want to avoid slouching forward. We want to sit up nice and tall with that great posture. If you find that your head isn't touching that dowel, no worries, it's a work in progress. Pilates will help. All we need to do is tuck the chin and try to imagine pushing the nose straight back. And just put yourself in the best posture you can. What we don't want to do is drive the chin back and force ourselves into a posture. It's a work in progress, but that's what we're here for. So we're going to start seated. Going to have that ball or cushion between the knees. Nice and tall on the sitting bones. And let's start with the hands on the shoulders. And when you sit, notice where your elbows are right now. Just take a peek down. In a perfect world, they would be facing the side wall. It's only through that slouching and forward head posture that everything comes forward. So let's press the elbows towards the side wall. Feel the sternum lift up. Nice and even on the sitting bones, and then relax. So feel the difference. Pull back. So shoulders should be facing the side wall. That's where we want to be. So that nice tall posture. And then from here, ball between the knees. And we're going to start with a big breath in through the nose. And on the exhale, we're going to squeeze that ball. So just that 1, 2, 3, squeeze and relax. And again, just that squeeze and relax. So what you want to notice when you squeeze, everything's from the bottom of the ribs down. We don't want to be squeezing and doing this. The other thing you want to be careful of is don't go and push in, because if we do that, we spike the blood pressure. So nice deep breathing, exhale, press in, inhale, relax. Exhale, press, squeeze inner thighs. And we're going to build on this. So inhale, relax. So now exhale, squeeze inner thighs. Try to pull right up through the pelvic floor. And then squeeze your bottom. And relax. And we're going to do that again. Inhale, exhale, squeeze inner thighs. Pull up, squeeze your bottom. And relax. Really important we get those glutes to facilitate, especially if you have any back problems or to avoid back problems. So big breath in, inner thighs, pelvic floor, squeeze your glutes, tall through the chest, breathe and relax. And squeeze. And relax. Let's go 3 more. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Should feel your belly tighten. And relax. 2 more. Squeeze. Think of that stick behind, that pull, that nice tall posture, shoulders to the side, inner thighs are engaged, pull inner units waking up to protect your back, and relax. And again, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Well done, relax. Okay, now that exercise was all about your back. Now we want to start to strengthen those muscles around the knees. So we want to just hold on to the ball. We're not giving it any extra squeeze, but we're going to lengthen one leg out, press into the heel, and then tighten the quad. Again, relax the shoulders. 1, 2, 3, and relax. And then straighten out, press into the heel, tighten the quad. 1, 2, 3, relax. And let's do that again. Reach into the heel and release. Let's do 2 more. Out, squeeze. So the outside of the quad tends to be more dominant or stronger than the inside. And by holding the ball, we help strengthen and create balance so that kneecap can move a little bit better, which is important for knee health. So this is an exercise you want to do if your knees are cranky or to prevent them from being cranky. And then reaching out into the heel. If we keep doing these types of exercise, we can avoid that altogether with any luck. Press into the heel and release. 3, remember to tighten the quads when you get up there. Maybe give them a little pinch, see how they're doing, and down. 2 more. Press into that heel and release. 1 more time. 3, 2, 1, and release. Well done. Let's loosen everything up here. Let's do a little spine loosener. We're just going to do that little sweep back and forth. So imagine you're finger painting or washing the walls, washing the car, or just hanging out here and loosening up. None of those images appeal to you today. But all we're trying to do is get that spine to move around and loosen up, maybe just a little swinging back and forth. Awesome. And then from here, arms to the side, we're going to watch the hands come up and up. So again, just working that posture, those spinal extensors up. Just try to watch with your eyes. And 2 more. And very last 1. Well done. Come on down. Nice work. Give it a little shake. And then when you're ready, we're going to put that ball, so knees together. Again, imagine there's a $100 bill there. So even though the ball's gone, we're still engaging the inner thighs and keeping that whole inner unit working. Inner thighs talk directly to the pelvic floor, talks directly to the transverse, which wraps us around like a safety belt. So just by giving that little energy on the inner thighs, you're helping to protect your back. And now let's go both hands on top. And again, isometrics, I love them. We're not doing a lot of movement, so we're not putting any stress on the joints, but we are doing as much strengthening as you like, because the harder you push, the more you're going to be working with these guys. But if we hold the breath, we're going to spike that blood pressure. Really important that you don't do that. So big breath in through the nose. Inhale, exhale. Let's push that ball down. See if you can feel your belly tighten up. Let's look down at the ball. And relax. Inhale, exhale. We're not only pushing down on that ball, we're squeezing inner thighs, glutes. That whole inner unit's firing. And release. And 3. Press, press, press. Exhale, inhale. And 4. Press. And release. 2 more. 5. Press, press, press. And release. And 1 more time, press, 2, 3, and release. Nice job. Okay, from here, if it does bother you to lean back, because we're going to do some work sitting back, you can stay with these presses. Nice, if you stick with that nice, strong, tall posture, you're going to be, nothing's going to be moving here, you're going to be really strengthening those joints. But if you're okay with it, we'll start with the elbows to the rib cage. Shoulders are back. And the first thing we want to do is just imagine that $100 bill is under your arm, under your elbow. You don't want it to fall out. So inhale to prepare. Exhale, just squeeze or connect those arms to your body and relax. Because if I start by just pushing into my hands, I'm not connecting from my primary joint. So make it from your shoulders and follow through to your hands. Good job. And relax. Now let's see if we can do that without tightening up through here. Inhale to prepare. Exhale under your arms, elbows, and now to your hands. And relax. Inhale to prepare. Exhale out under the arms, elbows, hands, press. And relax. Let's go 3 more. Squeeze and relax. 2 more. Squeeze and relax. 1 more time. Squeeze and relax. Now I just want to wake up the rotator cuff a little bit more. So we're going to use this left hand to push a little harder on that right hand and make that really resist that press. So we're going to push a little harder with that left hand, right hand, and relax. And switch sides, whichever hand it is. Give it a little press, 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 press. I just want to wake up those rotator cuffs and switch. So we're going to push harder with that one side. Just try to make it resist that external rotation. And again, press, 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 press. And release. And over to the other side. Press. And one more time. Press. Nice job. Okay. Now let's see if we can reach the arms out. If your arms hurt, keep them here. And now still try to connect under your arms. So think of squeezing from the shoulders down to the hands. And relax. And under the arm, right down to all 5 fingers without bringing that tension up to your neck. So everything stays low. And one more time, press and relax. Okay, so when we lean back, we're just going to worry about our form. When we come up, we're going to squeeze our knees, inner thighs, glutes, arms. Lots going on here. We're going to get lots of strengthening. Okay, going to start by looking down at the belly button. Little pelvic tilt, so the tailbone goes forward. We're going to lean back towards the back of the chair to wherever you can comfortably go. Feet stay on the floor. Squeeze inner thighs, glutes, press into the ball. Up we go. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, tuck that tailbone, lean back, and squeeze, and up. And inhale back. Exhale up. And let's exhale back this time. So I don't want you to get wrapped up in the breathing. If you noticed, I kind of changed the pattern. Doesn't matter where we breathe or inhale or exhale. Usually it's on the exertion, but the most important thing for darn sakes is to just keep breathing. And back and release. Good job. We're going to change that a little bit. So this time we're going to come back. We're going to bring that ball right to the sternum and then squeeze and stretch. And tuck the tail, lean back. We're squeezing inner thighs, glutes, press, press, press. And tuck the tail and lean back. Well done. And press it away. And tuck the tail and back we go. And squeeze inner thighs and reach, reach, reach. And soften and back. And squeeze inner thighs, glutes. Well done. 2 more. And up we go. And one more time, back, back, back. Let's hold it there. 4 and 3 and 2. Well done. Come on up. Nice work. Okay, from here, I'm going to take that ball and just put it right underneath one foot. Doesn't matter which one. We're going to have it where you feel really solid, so probably around the arch. And then when you're ready, we're going to push, push, push down into that ball without tightening up here. And relax. Big breath in. You should feel your belly tighten as you press down without tightening the shoulder muscles. We don't need those to put the foot down. No. And relax. And press. Good job. And relax. Let's go 2 more. Press. And relax. 1 more. Feel the strong core. And release. Good job. Just over to that other side. Ball right underneath the foot. Tall on the sitting bones. That awesome posture. Shoulders are to the side. We're going to push, 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 push. And relax. And press, 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 press. And relax. Let's go 3 more. Push. And relax. 2 more. Press. And relax. 1 more time. Push, 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 push. Well done. Good job. I'm going to do 1 more thing with that ball between the ankles. So put the ball, place the ball right around where that bony part of your ankle is, where the bony protrusions come out. And now I just want to get that engagement in there, and we're just going to lift the heels up and and 2, and 3, and down. Just 2 more, almost there. 4, and one more time. 5, and well done. Okay, the ball can go aside for now. Or not. There we go. I think it's got it. Okay, from here, I'm just going to use the dowel for balance again. But again, if you have a countertop nearby, it's just a little low. And so we're going to do some side leg lifts here. So there's a couple things we want to think about. We want that knee and toe to keep facing forward. We want to be able to lift the leg without doing this. We want to try to make it all come from the hip and not because we're leaning into it. So imagine there's a wall here. We're not going to let ourselves lean into that wall, or we're going to avoid it as much as we can. We want to stay long through that outside hip and just knee and toe facing forward. And we want to come down a little slower than we come up. 2, and release, and 3. And whatever we're holding on to, we don't want it to be that really tight hold, because we try to work balance whenever we can. Sneak it into our programming. Balance is really important. Let's go. 3 more. Good job. 2 more. And very last one. Good job. Give your legs a little shake. Awesome. Okay. I'll put this where it's not in your way. Okay. So now we're going to keep the hips facing forward, and we're just going to bring that foot back. Okay. And then when you're ready, we're going to let that opposite, again, we don't want to overuse our support, but make sure you're safe. We're going to let that opposite hand come up and down. Perfect. Okay, so first part's just about balance. Balance isn't so good. Feet are closer together and that heel can be down. Balance is pretty good. We stay back on the ball of the foot. And first thing we're going to do is start to arch that arm up like I was saying before. And now see if you can watch it with your eyes. And down. And now on the next one, just see if you can let your nose tip up. Again, just working a little harder on that balance. And 3. Perfect. So really nice exercise to help with our posture. We're opening and lifting up, getting rid of that forward head posture. Totally optional. If you can lift this back foot, feel free. If it's not comfortable, just keep it where it is, okay? Okay, so we're going to go opposite arm and leg. And good job. And 2. And release. And again, if you can, watch your thumb. It might just be with your eyes. Your spine's going to follow your eyes, and it's going to help with that nice long extension. 4. And just one more time. 5. Perfect. And release. Give it a little shake. Nice job. I want to work, actually we'll do the other side, and then I'll show you a different way to work that hip extension. Hip extension is important. It's one of the first ranges of motion we lose as we age. And it's important that we keep working with it, because if we lose that, and hip extension is just that stepping back. So when we're walking, that's the part where we're extending the hip. If we lose that range of motion, we start to shuffle. We can't get that extension. The feet shuffle. It makes the way we walk look older. We don't want that to happen. Okay, so nice and tall here. Try to even out, and toes, feet facing forward. You can go a little bit wider with these. That invisible wall up here, and we're trying to keep that knee facing forward as we lift. Oops, and down. It's gonna want to sneak out. You saw mine did. That's because this part of the quad's almost always stronger. So we really want to work that hip muscle by lifting and lowering. And you keep that knee facing forward as well as we can. It's not going to be perfect, and that's okay. Not much in life is. We just do our best. 3, and release. And 4, and release. Let's go 3 more. 2 more. And very last one. Well done. Little jiggle jaggle. Okay, now the inside foot comes back. You remember, ball of the foot or heel if you're not feeling like your balance is so good. And also feel free to hold on if you need to onto a chair. And then from here, we'll start by just watching that thumb come up. Trying to lengthen it then and push that thumb through the back wall and release. And totally optional, we can keep with that extension, really nice extension, really good for our posture. Or if you're feeling it and it doesn't create strain in your back, you could unweight that back foot. And 3, and release. It's a tough one. 4, and release one more time. 5, and release. Good job, shaking it. Okay, we're going to put the dowel aside for now. I'm going to show you a couple of my favorite stretching exercises. So, countertop, something solid. We're going to push into it. So if you have problems with shoulder flexibility, it hurts to lift your arms overhead, this is your friend. By pushing our weight into it, we're going to set that shoulder into the joint. And all we need to do is push and walk back. So this is the same position as reaching overhead. So if that overhead's tough, that's our exercise. Just going to wherever you can tolerate. It's really important with shoulders that we work within a pain-free zone. So we work to where that cranky spot is, but not past that. If the shoulders aren't cranky and you can go further with it, we're going to walk back. Now tighten the quads and then just stick your tailbone away. But let's keep the head above the heart. Just a little safer, especially if you're dealing with high blood pressure. Okay, nice deep breathing. So you should feel a nice stretch through your hamstrings and back. And just a couple breaths, let everything release. Perfect. So one of the exercises I love to do for back and for hip extension on the mat is where we're on our hands and knees. But for some people, that's not a comfortable position. So this is where the countertop comes in. So we're on this countertop. We'll start with hip extensions. So we're going to just try to connect ribs to the hips in the front so our back doesn't change. And we're just going to let that leg come up, and I'm just going to move the chair so that in view. So, okay, don't want my foot to be off camera. Okay, and just 1 and 2, let's flick the toe and release. Imagine there's some beach sand, we're just pushing it away. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more here. Let's hold that leg up, and only if you feel safe, unweight that opposite hand. So just keep it above the countertop if you feel shaky at all. If you're comfortable with it, we can do a modified bird dog where we're reaching. Let's pull the toes back and really reach into the heels. 4, 3, 2, and release. Good job. Little jiggle. Just have the other side to do, then we'll wrap it up, okay? So again, trying to stay nice and even through the hips, connecting with the ribs and the hips in the front because we don't want to be lifting high enough that our back's arching and changing. So it might be a low lift, and that's okay. And 4. Let's go 4 more. 4 more, and release. 3 more, and release. 2 more, and release. Very last one. Okay, and now if you feel safe, just unweight that hand. If you feel okay with that, reach that hand away. Let's pull the toes back. Press into the heel and lengthen. 4, and 3, and 2. Well done, and in. Perfect. Little shake. Nice work. We're going to come back to seated. Just a few range of motion motion exercises. We've been working hard. We've just been working those shoulders, so let's brush the back of the hair. 3. If that doesn't feel good, wipe your brow. If it hurts to bring your hands back there, keep them in the front. Again, important that we stay within that safe range of motion. If it is okay, bring your hands all the way back here. We'll take both hands back. If it's not comfortable there, here's fine. Okay? Look down at the floor. Pie in the face. Elbows to the back wall, still looking at the floor, so we're not, we don't want to compromise those vulnerable neck extensors. And relax, okay? Just keep looking at the floor. Pie in the face, elbows wide. Might lift our eyes up, but we're not lifting our chin. Just by lifting your gaze, you'll find you open a wee bit more. And relax. Let's do 2 more. Open. And relax. And last one. Well done. Good job. Okay, from here, we're going to take our hands all the way down behind our back. Let's pull the shoulders back, push the hands down towards the floor, and then just that little double chin, ear to one shoulder. And then big breath in, keep pushing the hands down. If your chair has a back, you could hold on to there and do the same movement. It doesn't have to be behind the back. Wherever we can go, we've got to work with whatever tools we have at home. And now let's just gently mobilize back and forth. And it's just wherever you're comfortable. And now let's do a nice little stretch for the hands. We're going to go palms down. Let's hold the fingers. And now the higher we go, the more of a stretch you'll get. But work within that motion that's right for you. I'm going to keep it low for these ones because we don't realize how tight our hands and fingers get. Okay, and you don't have to pull way, way back. It could be, you're probably just holding on to them is fine. And we're going to try to touch that pointing finger to your palm. We need our hands, right? We need our hands for everything. So important to keep these going, to work on our dexterity and keep these guys really moving. And then 2 fingers. And 3 fingers. Good job. And now let's hold the 3 fingers and see what that little baby finger will do. Good job. Same thing here. Don't have to pull way back with this. Probably just holding them's enough. 2 and 3 and little baby finger, and then maybe push into the palm and a little more stretch wherever you can go with it. Well done. Now we need our hands to wave bye-bye. Thanks for joining today. I'm glad you could be here. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.